everyone, welcome to the session. In this session we will discuss odd man out questions. These questions are very important for again TS ICET and AP ICET. You will be given 5 questions from the area of odd man out. You will be given 5 questions from the area of odd man out. Okay. You will be given number odd man out. You will be given letter odd man out. You will be given verbal odd man out questions. These 3 models will be given. Now in this session we are only taking up number odd man out questions. Okay. Now move to the questions. 1331 343. What is odd man out? Out of the given 4 choices, 3 will follow the same logic, 1 will be different from that logic. The one which is different from the actual logic will be your answer, right? So 1331 is 11 cube. By this time you are thorough with these numbers. Perfect squares, perfect cubes. Remembering these numbers are very important. 343. Are you able to recognize this number? 343. 7 cube. 3375. 15 cube. 729. 9 cube. All are perfect cubes. 11 and 7 are prime numbers. 15 and 9 are composite numbers. Even it is not the logic of prime numbers and composite numbers, but those are perfect cubes. But 729, 9 cube as well as 27 square. Remaining all numbers we cannot write in the form of squares and cube. But 729 is the only number which is cube as well as perfect square. Perfect cube and perfect square. So which is option? 4th option. Rest all are only perfect cubes. This one is perfect cube as well as perfect square. 1331, 343, 3375 are not perfect squares. Okay. Next. 16, 36, 62, 100. Are you able to recognize these numbers? 16, 36, 100. 16 is 4 square. 36 is 6 square. 100 is 10 square. 4, 6, 10 whole square. Whereas 62 is not any number square. So which is the odd man out? Third one. Remaining all are perfect squares except 62. Okay. Next. 83, 89, 91, 97. Are you able to recognize these numbers? 83, 89, 97. 83 is a prime number. 89 is also prime number. 97 is also prime number. Whereas 91 is not a prime number. It is a composite number. 13 sevens are 91. So which is odd man out? 91. All are prime numbers except 91. So perfect squares, perfect cubes, prime numbers and n square plus or minus n, numbers which are close to perfect squares and numbers which are close to perfect cubes, and n cube plus or minus n square. These logics are very important. Okay, now in number series, in number analogies and in number odd man out. Okay, try to by heart these numbers. Perfect squares up to 30, perfect cubes up to 15, prime numbers from 1 to 100 we have 25 prime numbers, by heart those 25 prime numbers, and n square plus or minus n up to 10, n cube plus or minus n up to 10 cube, n cube plus or minus n square up to 10 will be enough. Try to by heart these numbers to complete it in less time. Next. 216, 343, 196, 484. What are these numbers? 216 is a perfect cube, 6 cube. 343 is 7 cube. 196 is 14 square. 484 is 22 square. There are 2 perfect cubes and 2 perfect squares. So definitely the logic will not be that squares and cubes. But if you observe more closely, 216, 196, 484 are even numbers. whereas 343 is odd number, 266 even number, 196 even number, 484 even number, whereas 343 is odd number. So which is odd, we know? Choice 2. మనం ఏదో చాలా డిఫికల్ట్గా ఉంది అనుకుంటాం లాజిక్, కానీ ఒక్కోసారి సింపుల్గా కూడా ఇస్తారు. ఈవెన్ నెంబర్ ఆడ్ నెంబర్ కాన్సెప్ట్. Question number 5. 36, 72, 108, 126. Definitely these numbers are not any squares or cubes. Even it is not even number, odd number logic, because all are even numbers. If I observe the numbers 36, 72, 108, you can say that 12 3 is 36, 12 6 is 72, 12 9 is 108. These three numbers are multiples of 12, whereas 126 is not a multiple of 12. So what is your answer is 126. All these three numbers are multiple of 12, whereas 126 is not a multiple of 12. Next. 49 by 53, 16 by 25, 25 by 49, 36 by 61. 49 is a perfect square, 53 is not a perfect square. 16 is a perfect square, 25 is also perfect square. It means numerator perfect square, denominator also perfect square. Perfect square, perfect square. Numerator, denominator. Numerator is a perfect square, denominator is not a perfect square. First option, fourth option, same logic. So definitely perfect square logic అయితే కాదు. Okay. Composite number, prime number. Composite number, prime number. Composite number, composite number. Composite number, composite number. Composite number, prime number. Only first to fourth same logic. So definitely it is not even the logic of composite and prime number also. Okay. Numerator, denominator. What is the difference is 4. 40 and 50, the difference is 4, which is 2 square. Second option, 16, 25, numerator, denominator. What is the difference is 9, which is 3 square. Third option, 25, 49, difference is 24. It is not number, it is not any square. 36, 61, difference is 25, which is 5 square. So everywhere the difference between the numerator and denominator is a perfect square, whereas not in the third option. So which is odd be not? Third one is odd be not. Third one is not following that logic. Clear? Right. Move to the next question. 1848, 294, 810. 1848, 294, 810. When I thorough with the number of this logic, n cube plus or minus n square, then this will be very easy for me. 18 can be written as 3 cube minus 3 square. 3 cube is 27, 3 square is 9. 27 minus 9, 18. 48 is 4 cube minus 4 square. 4 cube is 64, 4 square is 16. 64 minus 16, 48. 294 is 7 cube minus 7 square. 7 cube is 343, 7 square is 49. Whereas 810 we cannot write in that form. 810 we cannot write in that form. Rest all the numbers we can write in the form of n cube minus n square. What is 810 actually? What is the 9 cube? 729. What is the 9 square? 81. So 729 plus 81 is equal to 810. So all the numbers are in the form of n cube minus n square, whereas the fourth option is in the form of n cube plus n square. So fourth one is the odd man out. Okay. Fifteen, 35, 143, 247. 15 is product of two consecutive prime numbers, 3 into 5. 35 can also be in the same way, product of two consecutive numbers, 5 into 7, 35. 143 is also 11 into 13, 143. So product of two consecutive prime numbers. Even 247 is also product of two prime numbers, but not consecutive. 13 next prime number is 17, but here we have given 19. 13 into 19, so 247 is the odd man out. These are product of two consecutive prime numbers. Product of two consecutive prime numbers. Two consecutive prime numbers. 13 and 19 are not consecutive prime numbers. That's why it is the odd man out. 247. It is important logic also. Next. 169, 225, 289, 361. Are you able to recognize these numbers? Perfect squares. 169 is 13 square. 225 is 15 square. 289 is 17 square. 361 is 19 square. Simple logic, right? 13, 17, 19 are prime numbers. So prime number squares. Whereas it is composite number. 15 is a composite number. So which is odd man out? Second option. Except 225, remaining all are pairs of prime numbers. Okay. Now move to the next question. 215, 423, 522, 982. It is a tricky question. I will explain you. 215, when you write in the reverse order, you will get 512. 423, when you write in the reverse order, you will get 324. 522 reverse order, 225. 982 reverse order, 289. Now are you able to recognize these numbers? 512 is 8 cube. 324 is 18 square. 225 is 15 square. 289 is 17 square. Except 8 cube, rest all are squares of squares. Except 512, rest all are square numbers. 324 is 18 square, 225 is 15 square, 289 is 17, perfect squares. Whereas 512 is a perfect cube. First you have to reverse the numbers and then identifying the logic. Except the 512, remaining all are perfect squares. So choice 1 is the odd man out. Okay, practice more questions from the study material or from wherever the source you have. You will be given 5 questions from this one: number, odd man out, letter odd man out, and verbal odd man out. Okay, thank you.